Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam. Galo nasti, galo nasti, galo nasti eva. Gatya anyataha. My Gurudev used to chant this many times when he started lecture to speak. Because he has full realization about the chanting of the holy name of the Supreme Lord. In this Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way. Kalo nasti, eva nasti, eva nasti. As the chanting of the holy name of Hari, 3 times he repeating this. But what means it chanting the holy name? Mahaprabhu and our acharyas say, before we should chant the holy name, we should remember this shloka of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. tṛṇād sunīcena, taror sahiṣṇunā. Amāninā, mānadena, kīrtanīyaḥ sadā. While chanting the holy name, we should become more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than the tree. And one should be ready to give respect to all living entities, and not expect any respect for ourselves. Without this basis understanding of chanting the holy name, chanting has no effect. Because what is the name of the Lord? The name of the Lord, Krishna, Rama, hariḥ, Govinda, Madhusudana, Madhava, Madan Mohan, Gopinath, all of them. The Lord is not different from His name. When Mahaprabhu performs kirtan with his eternal associates, nobody who was not a pure devotee was allowed in the presence of Shiva's Thakur's, in Shiva's Thakur's house, who was surrounded by big walls. So they performed their kirtan inside. No outsider would be allowed. Because by chanting the name purely, Mahaprabhu was dancing in ecstasy and falling down and rolling in the dust. So we cannot imitate these things. We have to understand what is the holy name. Srila Maharaj, we are reading today one sentence about the holy name. Just a few lines I may mention, because we may not be able to understand. It is a very deep knowledge about the holy name. He says, if it is to be effective, the sound of the holy name of Krishna must have a divine quality. So the name, when one chants, should be chanted by pure devotees. What is pure devotee? His mind is free of critique or wandering to the universe. And there is nothing except the name. So, I do not know if anybody is here who could chant in the association of Mahaprabhu. So, we should not expect to realize the holy name just if we chant just by chanting, because the sound of the holy name must have a divine quality. What means this divine quality? The holy name of Krishna, which is infinite, can do away with everything undesirable within us. But the name must be invested with a real spiritual conception. It must not be a mere physical imitation, produced only by the help of lip and tongue. That sound is not the holy name. We should understand this. Everybody can chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But this is not necessarily the holy name. If it's only lip tip, it is entertainment. Or it is, it's like, it's not divine. If it is to be genuine, the holy name of Krishna, Hari, Vishnu or Narayan must be Vaikuntha Nama. It should have spiritual existence, divine baking. That principle is all in vibrating the holy name. So how we can chant like this? Then we should remember the sloga of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of the third shloka of the Sikshastaka. We should be more humble than a blade of grass. We are not the doers. We cannot make nice kirtan. We can just throw some words out. This can also do Boy George. He is also chanting. Or some imitation chanters. They can do nice melodies, but this is not the holy name. That principle is all in vibrating the holy name. We are concerned with the sound vibration that has spiritual depth. So the name must be come from a spiritual source. It is a Vaikunta name. It is not a name, it's not a vibration from this material world. The physical imitation of the holy name is not the name proper. It is not Shabda Brahma, divine sound. Only imitation sound may come from the plane of mundane conception. The holy name of Krishna means divine sound. It must have some spiritual background. Something spiritual must be distributed through the physical sound. Something spiritual must be distributed to the physical sound. I think you're not able to follow this. Yeah. Anyway, this is the truth, and this, if you want to chant the real name, if you really want Krishna, then you have to hear this. If you want to make a show, or want to just entertainment, then you don't care for this, what I say. But real devotee means we want Krishna. Krishna is not something for our entertainment. Krishna is not here as our servant. We are going to the temple and asking, give me this, give me this, give me this. We make him our servant. How will you ever understand Krishna? What do you think? Everything what exists is created by him. Everything, we are parts and parcels of him. And he should become our servant. This is not the proper attitude. We want to trade, we want to deal with him. I give you €2 and you give me please a house. This is how we want to treat him. But this is not the devotee. Do not like this. The devotee should think opposite. How can I please you, my Lord? If anything is real, then it is Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. All these things, what we think is important in this world, it is an illusion. Whatever has a beginning in this world has also an end. This is the nature of this material world. So we have to be intelligent and understand this is not something new. No. This is, we can understand scientifically, we can prove it. Whatever has a beginning, it has an end. Every action in this material world has a reaction. So what do you want, what do you expect if we enjoy this world, what is created for God's pleasure, for His enjoyment? Why should He create this for you? What have you done that He is working for you? Why? What is the logic there? The second topic Guru Maharaj started is surrender, surrender, surrender. What means surrender? Surrender means whatever happened may happen in this world. Whatever happened in the past, whatever will happen in future, we cannot control it. So, surrender means also one part of it is that we say, yes, okay, I accept as it is. I will not go against the river, against the waves. I will go with the waves. Because He controls everything. He controls even the movement of a blade of grass. But we think we can control. We think we can make our life, or control our life. It is not possible. We are bound by our activities. Surrender means I give up to fight go against the river. It is hard work to go against. So you have to go with the flow, it is said also. As it is, you surrender. My Lord, I tried many lifetimes, but I was not successful. Now please accept me as your servant. Whatever you like to do with me, you may do. Whatever may happen, it is in your hand. You are supreme. You are the most beautiful. You are the most sweet person. He is not interested to torture us. Whatever we suffer in this world is created by ourselves. It is not God makes us or punishes us. Material nature is made for like this, that every action we perform has a reaction. So we have to accept whatever may come in our lifetimes. We have to have faith in God and then act according to His wish. Then all the problems we have will be removed. Krishna will take care. He cares for His devotees personally. And you will see how the name, what effect the name has in such a state of devotion. When we are thinking, my Lord, I am yours, please accept my service. I am unfit, I am puffed up. I am not able to do anything for you. I only think of myself. I am not able to invite you to come in my heart because it is full of dirt, full of enviousness, full of arrogance. How do you think he should sit there in such a place? He will not come like this. If you want to invite the Lord, then your heart has to become pure. And then you will see what effect the name has. We are not chanting for our entertainment, for our disco feelings, whatever. We should chant the name for the satisfaction of the Lord. We should call the name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You, my dear Lord, please engage me in your service. With this attitude, you will make practical experience. You don't have to wait until you die. You can realize the Lord now if you surrender, if you agree with His arrangements, and you will be part of His pastimes. Otherwise, we can never understand what the meaning of the holy name is. Because we have never learned to give. Our heart is contaminated with the attitude, I want to enjoy. Give me, give me. We never want to give something, but we want to take. And this is sin. This will create karma, because everything belongs to Him. Even if you give a flower, bring a flower, pick it, and you give it to Him, it is His flower. Because He is creating His things. We cannot make a flower go with the earth, everything, rain, water, everything comes from Him. It's His. But what He wants is that we offer it, that we do service, we offer this flower for Him. That's because devotees, they do not smell the flower and say, oh, nice, and then give it to Krishna. This is not, we cannot do these things. We offer nice food to Krishna. But we cannot, that's because of this, brahmanas should cook. Those who are not interested to enjoy what they're cooking. Because if you enjoy it, you cannot offer it anymore. When you're strict. When a dog sees, Swami Maharaj has said this also, a dog sees boga, plate ready made for offering, then he said, you throw away this. Because he has seen and he wants to. He has enjoyed it already. In the same way, Krishna Nam, Hari Nam, means we offer it to Him. It is not meant for our enjoyment, for His enjoyment. How will you ever please Krishna? You think by enjoying the holy name? He is the enjoyer. We have to call Him. We have to chant the name for His pleasure. It goes much deeper than we think. But we don't care when we hear this. Very few can accept. But they will also not realize. They will be on an artificial level, just material show. The effect is almost zero. So this name is like, in the case of a capsule or medicine. We know there's a capsule, and inside is the medicine. So the medicine is within. Externally, one capsule may look like another. But within one capsule, there may be medicine. And within another, there may be cyanide, poison. But outside, they look the same. Yes?
The holy name that you were talking about, is it the same as the form of Gaurasundara?
Also, yeah. If I chant the name of Gauranga Mani will. God is a person. And the name is also, in the transcendental world, everything is absolute. Yes? If you know the secret, if you are sincere, humble, and tolerant, then you will realize this. Otherwise, it's only theory. You may believe or not. So this is externally. The capsule may look the same. It means the chanting of a pure devotee and the chanting of an imitation devotee outside appears the same. But inside the capsule or inside the divine, the packing is in one is poison, and in another maybe medicine what can help us. So the capsule itself is not the medicine. So it is not the sound of Krishna's name that is Krishna. Krishna is within the sound. I don't know if it will be for something new, but if we are not understand this, then we will never know Krishna and Krishna's name the same. We at least should meditate about this. So Krishna is within the sound. The holy name must be surcharged with a proper spirit, not any mundane sentiment. Even the followers of the impersonal Shankara school have faith that the name is not confined within the jurisdiction of physical sound. So the real thing is not the physical appearance of the name. The real thing is what is underlying this, the name. What is it transporting to us? And this we can only hear from a realized person. Only they can, because they have experienced, they have understood. Unfortunately, they think that the holy name is the product of Maya or misconception. And so they conclude that the names of Hari, Krishna, Kali and Shiva are all one and the same. The Ramakrishna mission and the Shankar school both preach in that way. But that conception also has its origin in the plane of misunderstanding. I know this knowledge, this understanding will not attract many. Yes, you may like it. I like it very much, to get a little deeper understanding. But for others it's like poison. Because they are not connected with the real thing. So the divine sound of the pure name, Shuddhanam, must have its origin beyond the era of misconception or Maya. The extent of Maya is up to the highest planet in the material world, Satyaloka. Beyond Satyaloka is Virajariva, and the world of consciousness, Brahmaloka, then the spiritual sky, Paravyoma. The pure name of Krishna must have its origin in Paravyoma, the spiritual sky. So not even Satyaloka, the highest planet in the universe, and not even Brahmaloka, not Viraja, the river, what we have to pass. It is in Vaikuntha, Paravyoma it's called. The name, this sound coming from the transcendental world, and it's not a material vibration. So with this understanding we have to chant this name. It is divine. If we do not have respect and we are not humble and tolerant, then we will never understand this. Paravyoma, the spiritual sky, and if we are to examine it further, the holy name of Krishna really comes from the most original plane of all existence, Braja, Goloka. According to this understanding, the sound must have its origin in the highest plane of the spiritual world, in Vrindavan, if it is to be considered the genuine Krishna Nam. The mere physical sound is not the holy name of Krishna. I don't know, it's for the most not acceptable. You may chant Hare Krishna, but you may transport Maya. On the subtle level, Maya may be given. Because this consciousness you have, it's not coming from the divine plane, it comes from you. Then all your contamination will be transported with this name. Yeah. In the presence of a pure devotee, this can be offered to Krishna. It is very powerful. We do not understand what power of a pure devotee is. So it can transform the atmosphere. It can transform it. Just the presence may change the poison into medicine. We can speak afterwards. I cannot understand. Yes. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So the mere physical sound is not the holy name of Krishna. A true conception of the holy name is necessary not only to free us from this world of misconception, but also for the attainment of service to Krishna in Vrindavan. Only that true name of Krishna, which has its origin in the plain of Vrindavan, can lift us up and take us there. Otherwise, also the spirit is within the name. If the sound we vibrate is based on any other conception, it may only take us to that layer of conception. So, it will take us to this layer of conception we have in our realization. It cannot go beyond. Yeah. Yes. It brings us to the place where we are, where our mood, our mentality, where we feel at home. Our real nature can be, we can practice. So, it may take us to the layer of conception. This is quite scientific. It is not unreasonable. The mere word Krishna is not the holy name. That is important is the meaning of that sound and the depth of meaning. The deep conception of the meaning of the name. That is everything. It is all important in serving our purpose. There's a nice story that illustrates this point. It's the story with the temple we heard yesterday evening. So there's any question, that time is over. You can continue kirtan after Ati. Any doubts? Then we can finish here. Puchari is ready. Jai Sri Krishna Sankirtana ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Jai Sri Gurudeva Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Manchakalpatarubhyascha Prasindu